Hello everyone, this is Maso. Welcome to my channel and please do subscribe, like and share if you like my video. To all my subscribers, I am so thankful and I hope you will stick around till the end of my journey. Every day, I try to do something like how I can make people cheer up or make them smile or do something good for other people. And actually, I don't need to look around to do something like that because I am surrounded with patients every day and all my coworkers. So with them, that's the only point of contact I have with people like every day. And I don't really have anyone with me here. Like I don't have a house that I need to get along with people that I live with. So at work, I try to do something especially to my patient because I know how they feel and it makes me feel so bad seeing them in pain or grieving or are very sad and feeling hopeless. Because sincerely, I understand how bad it is to feel in a situation, whatever the circumstances are. It feels sucks and it feels so bad to be in that kind of situation. So for me, I just want to do something every day as much as I can. When I'm at work, I encounter patients like suicidal or depressed or patients with cancer or big health problems. When you're in the hospital every day and this is your job, some people can absorb it like negatively and they cannot handle the stress so well. For me, the only stress that I feel like I cannot handle is that when my coworkers becoming so mean when they ask for something or they become so bossy. And I understand that there's a saying when you are in a stressful environment, a fast-paced environment like a hospital, kind of have to understand and be more understanding. They always say that don't take it personal because you know what, this is just a job. But sometimes I think that kind of saying doesn't apply when they're in the situation. But most of the times, people really tend to forget. I can say that most of the time in a stressful environment like this, they tend to be aggressive because of the workload and it's not always us that we have to understand these people, but they should also be mindful and understand. We have that agreement that don't take it personal. With me, I always tell them ahead, if you need anything, just let me know. I will help you. I got you and I'm willing to help you. I always tell them that. But you know what? I still get rude and bossy and mean people even though I say that. Most of the time I just ignore them when they are becoming aggressive with me, the way they talk to me. I just want them to realize I am helpful to them. But if not, then and the reason why I'm saying this is because I feel that I am more patient with patient than people who are not sick and they are normal and they're capable of thinking the right way or acting the right way, which is why most of the time I get carried away when I see patients like sad and crying. I always try to talk to them, give them some hope and motivation and make them realize that there is still a big life ahead of them. Most of the time, patients that I talk to usually listens, and I am surprised that they feel me. But I always tell them, I know it's hard to be depressed and feeling like helpless, but that's not true because there's always hope. If you just want to focus your mind getting better and fight for the right thing to do, you will lead that way. And the patient will start looking for me, want me to just take care of them because they feel comfortable with me and ease. Maybe because I enlighten them or they get what I'm saying, that someone is caring for them. Even if they don't really know me, it doesn't need to be your family, your friends, but maybe just be somebody that you can be like for everybody and not just for your loved ones. Just remember that we have our own family, we have our own deals and everything, but in God's eyes, I know that we're just only one. It's all the same, which is why God said, love one another. And as I grow older, I all feel these changes in my life and the way I think only when I live in the US, which is a good thing. I have two patients. First one a week ago. When I came in that morning, she's like, no facial expression, cannot relate. I don't know if she hears me or she understands what I'm saying, but she's catatonic. She's not communicable and very out of it. When I saw her that day, I said, I need to do something to help this person, to motivate. As the day goes by, she started saying, hey, come here. I want to tell you something. And I said, oh, she's talking to me. I keep pushing myself, make conversation. I did not give up until she is the one always looking for me, following me whenever I'm walking around and checking all the patients. And that day, I was in psych department. So usually one arm away from the patient, but I let her come closer to me because I got her attention and she trusted me already. Every time she want to speak to me, she will always say, I want to tell you something. I feel I can trust you. And I said, yes, you can trust me. You can talk to me now if you want. But she can't really talk because she's still in meds and she's still adjusting. Sometimes when I get floated to psych department, especially second floor, I feel like I would like to request to be transferred to the psych department because of engaging. They're not really that bad. And it's a nice thing to help them. As my department is med surg tele, and it's a different chaos there. But still, I love it. But it's hard. It's really hard. I see some changes with her. I hope that she really understands everything that I have said to her, and I hope it will help her to realize things. After that day, a week passes and I get floated again to second floor. She's still there, and I was assigned as a sitter to suicidal patient, and she's very young, 27 years old. Same thing, when I came in and introduced myself, she's just nodding, and I said, I will be your nursing assistant today and a sitter. So if you need any help, just let me know. I will help you. As a one-on-one sitter, you have to make sure that you are facing the patient. At first, she was not talking to me, and you know me, I always wanna push myself and try to engage with patients. I tried to make a conversation with her, and I am not asking anything yet about what happened or why she's there, but I will just offer something or try to be more nice to her because she's very sad and very depressed. She needs anything or she's open to talking or she's ready to talking. I'm always here, always gonna listen. And then she smiled and she said, "Yes, I will let you know." And that's a good sign, you know, when patients say something like that and smile at you. And I saw her crying. She's hiding it from me. And I grab a tissue and give it to her. And I said, "Why are you crying? Are you sad?" And then she said, "I'm just sad. I feel lonely." And I said, "No, you don't need to be sad or lonely because I'm here. Remember, I'm your sitter. And if there's anything you need and you want to talk to me, you can always talk to me." And she said, "I just don't want to bother you because, I know you are my sitter, but I just don't want to bother what you are doing." I said, "I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking at you and check how you are doing. I'm not doing anything other than that." And she said, "Okay, I will let you know." And then she stopped crying and she smiled at me again. And then I got the chance to ask her. So I said, "Okay, is it okay to ask why you are crying? And why are you here?" And she said, "Because me and my husband had an argument." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but why do you have to be here?" And I said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, but this is one thing that I can tell you. You are here now. Don't rush because you don't want to come back here." Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be emotional again. I'm just like this whenever I feel something. And it's because I remember my son who is 27 years old. And I miss him so much. He also have anxiety and depression now. I guess it's hereditary. I worry about him. But I said to this patient, you know what? Just think that this moment is like you're having a vacation somewhere and think that this is your healing time. And also just give yourself time to like really heal and focus on yourself. And she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." Guess what? The patient started making conversation with me about her life. At the end of the shift, I told her that I am leaving and I will visit you. She is very comfortable with me already, and she asked me when she needs something, and she changed abruptly from sad face. She's very different. She is very calm and always smiling. And the nurses notice it, that she's different, and happy to see her like really change, a big change. And then I thought she left already, and I visit her room. She's still sleeping, and it's been almost lunchtime, and she is not getting up. So lunchtime, I was calling everybody for lunch, and I went to her room. I said, "Are you not gonna eat? Your lunch is here now." And I said, "It's me, Maso." And I think she recognizes my voice and my name, and she started moving and said, "Okay, I'm gonna get up soon." When me and my patient was in the dining room, she came in and she saw me, and she said, "Oh, you're here." And she gave me a little hug, and she said, "You know, you're the reason why I am like this now. You enlightened me. You light me up." I said, "You remember me?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I remember you, but I cannot pronounce the name." I said, "Maso." "Oh yeah, yeah, you're Maso." And she said, "You saved me. You are the reason why I'm like light up now, and I am so thankful." And I said, "Oh really? I'm thankful that you remember me and remember whatever I said before." And she even tell to my patient, my one-on-one sitter, and she said, "I remember her. She's very nice. She's the reason why I'm like this now." And even though I am a sitter, she will still like ask me for something, and try to talk to me. And I am really so touched and so happy that these people recognizes little things that I try to do for them. Sometimes, I will just think that why is it that people that I don't know appreciate me, and the people that I know never want to communicate with me and cares for me. But I don't know if this is really the real world now that we're into. Most of the time, your own loved ones or friends or whoever that knows you, when some changes in your life, they also change towards you. The reason why I'm saying this is because I just feel sad that the people in my life don't really have good connection with me, and I just don't know why. Since I moved here and have lived here, it's really different nowadays. I don't know what I have done wrong. From this day on, I'm gonna stop. I just don't really know what's wrong. Is it because of my new life? I don't really know why everybody is like this to me. I just don't want to care anymore. This is why I am doing YouTube also, not just to travel, but to document my life. That I want to see my life. I started here struggling, and when I become successful, I will just look back from all the videos that I have done and just be thankful from all the good changes in my life. But that is okay, which is why I have my YouTube channel, because I can express my feelings here. And with the community that I have here, I have good people, and I feel like I have more interactions with my viewers than people that I know. So going back to my story, my shift ended and I have to say goodbye to these people. I can really feel their their sadness when I was leaving, and I told them that I am going to visit them the next day because I have this book that I wanted to share with them, which helps me a lot when I was going through deep shit. And it really works for me. And maybe it will work for you too. This is the book that really helps me a lot. And of course, first God. And this is like a backup that helped me so much. With the way how I am thinking right now is different from I was before. I am more positive and like goal oriented than before. And I fully recommend this book. This is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. This will teach you how to process the law of attraction, and there's lots of stories also to read here, and how they apply the law of attraction, the secret that they teach here. Grab this book and check it out. This is not sponsored, but I fully recommend this. I am giving away one book. I ordered 3 of this book, 2 books. I gave it to 2 of my patients. This will help them, especially if you have depression or feeling negative. Yeah, I told them to read and follow how to do it and apply the law of attraction. So if you're one of my subscribers, I want to know why you would like to try The Secret. Leave a comment in the description. One thing more, whenever I get a sponsor for a product review that I need to do a video, I am going to give it away and just give it to you, because I only have this minivan and don't have much room for it, because I am grateful to have all of you here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless you all.